Hello, Tarot people. It's Tilly Tarot here, and I wanted to make a little video to tell you what I've been doing lately in my studying of tarot cards, meanings, placement, readings, blah blah blah, spreads, etc. So, if you read reversals and you're doing your daily spread, just, saying that you do that, which I do because that is how I've learned how to read tarot cards, is by doing a morning spread for like a year now, almost. Anyway, so I don't really base my day by it, but I take the time to learn those 3 cards, past, present, future, whatever, to really meditate on them. But I do read reversals, and sometimes I get, in my 3 card spreads, I'll get all reverse, and whatever, if I choose the way that I read tarot is that I read reversals. I can't only just do it sometimes, and then if I don't like what it looks like, throw them all back together, shuffle them, and do them again, because that's not how it works. However, I have developed a little spread. I don't know how original this is. It's probably not that original, but which it involves 2 paths after your past card. So every day, and I just jot this down, and I kind of look at the 2 paths, and I create a very short storyline in my mind with what I know about the cards, and what 2 paths that I could take leading to 2 different futures, or future outcomes. So you're going to have 1 past card, which I'm laying down right now, and that is the Lover's card. Morgan Greer deck. Apologize for my dirty floor here. So we've got the Lover's card in the past position. Okay. Now, in my present position, I'm going to turn over this card. That is the 4 of Swords, the Rest and Repose card. And after that, for the future position, I come up with the Moon. Ooh, secretive. Okay. So, if all these were reversed, or if I did not understand at all what they meant, because, say, they're all court cards, that has been happening a lot lately to me. In very short spreads, having a lot of court cards can be really confusing. So what I've started doing is doing a second row, option B. So I have the Lover's card in my past position, and then in my present I have the Rest and Repose card, 4 of Swords, leading to the Moon, as I said. And say, though, that I don't want this outcome. Say that this card or the Devil card, and say to me that would be something that I know is, in this situation, not a good card at all. It usually isn't the best omen, but say I want another choice. Well, we have choices in life just as we do in the tarot. So let's lay down a second line of options. Present, the Chariot, followed by future, 10 of Wands. Okay? So there, and you could go on with more rows, more choices, but I like to each day think about how my past card does relate to, what I'm coming through, coming out of, coming through, coming from, or the energy in which, I have been in and I am transferring out of. So we've got to go into the 4 of Swords, which is the temporary but totally necessary rest card. You need, this is often a warning that you need to rest your mind and prepare for something that's coming up. Now, but afterwards we have the Moon card, which I like to remember the moon card just by looking at the fact that just the dichotomy, sort of, you've got this murky water, you've got this crab coming up out of it, you've got these two dogs, there are sometimes different animals in different decks, howling at the moon, and there's two towers here, and there's just a lot of, like, there's a choice, but there's kind of confusion, and the moon is what's shining down light. So the moon, you know, it's not like the sun where it illuminates everything. The moon just kind of creates a murky kind of a light, and you have this guy that I take to be kind of a little bit of a warning coming up out of there. I think about it sometimes astrologically too, the crab. So, you know, I kind of create a storyline in my head about, well, what could that mean, you know? So say that I choose to take a break mentally. What would that mean? What would that entail? What kind of break am I taking? You know, and then I would ask myself questions about how could that rest and repose suggested by this card, how could that bring about future circumstances that fit the energy of the moon card, you know? So like then when we go down here, I would be thinking, all right, I'm coming out of the energy of the lovers, the choices, the, you know, questioning why we have made the choices that we've made, and also, you know, union, partnership, you know, and then to the Chariot, which is a fast-moving force onward. There's also that dichotomy there. You've got your dark horse, white horse, you know, just all kinds of symbolism. And then you've got the burden card. That's what I like to call the Ten of Wands. So, you know, this is kind of, to me, I'm saying, you know, well, you can choose to rest, or you can choose to move fast. Moving too fast, you may find yourself overburdened, and you may find yourself at the end of the cycle, it's a 10, and you're like, well, I'm carrying way too many wands, you know, I took on way too much. Or you have your rest option leading to something kind of mysterious. And I don't know if that mysteriousness is, you know, a good mysteriousness or bad. If I wanted to, maybe I could pull a clarifying card for the moon. You know, oh, I've got the, what is that, the Nine of Cups, okay, so, Nine of Cups, you know, we have your hooded figure that's leaving their cups behind, you know, and it's funny because look what's there. There's a moon there anyway. So, you know, it all ties back. You've got your element of water that's, you know, coming back here. There's a winding path of water, you know. Very interesting. So, you know, looking into the further meanings and keywords about, you know, concepts about what this card means, you know. And that is how I like to learn, really. That is how I have taught myself card meanings, really, and how to develop, like, small storylines in my daily readings. So that's really expanded a lot on the typical, you know, past, present, future style, which can sometimes leave a lot to be, you know, desired. And if you keep getting the same cards every day, you know, you're not really getting, you're not getting a chance to learn new cards, if that's, you know, what you do. So anyway, that's just my idea. Feel free to leave any feedback or links or anything that you'd like below, and namaste.